Assalamu alaikum students. Hopefully you are all fine. It's our 8th week and class 4 subject maths. It's the second lecture of unit number 7. Unit number 7, that is time. We start exercise 4. Exercise 4, simplify the following. Before we start exercise 4, I told you about how we read time on clock and how we read time or seconds and minutes on clock. So start exercise 4. Simplify the following. Question number 1. 15 minutes and 43 seconds plus 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Now we can add it. We write minutes and seconds. Minutes. Firstly, we write 15 minutes and then we write 4 minutes. Then seconds, 43 seconds and then we write 10 seconds. Then we add it 3 plus 0, that is equal to 3, and 4 plus 1, that is equal to 5. 4 plus 5, that is equal to 9, and 1 carry, 1 plus 1, that is equal to 2. The answer is 29 minutes and 53 seconds. It is clear? Now second part, third, fourth and fifth are all same. You can do it yourself. Next, I write question number 6. Question number 6, 2 days and 23 hours. 2 days. 23 hours minus 12 hours. Firstly, we write days and hours. Then we write days, 2 days, and here days is not written. So we write it as 0. 23 hours, that 23 hours, and here 23 minus 12, 3 minus 2, that is equal to 1, and 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1, and 2 minus 0, that is equal to 2. The answer is 2 days and 11 hours. Next, question number 7 and question number 8 is same. You can do yourself. Next, we start exercise 5. We start exercise 5. Exercise 5 word is question number 1. 30 minutes later than 6:20 am. I told you how I read time on clock. 6:20 am and 30 minutes later. 30 minutes later. Later means we add it. 6:20 plus 30. Firstly, we write hours and minutes. This is hour and this is minute. 6 hours and 20 minutes. And this time is in am. Then after 30 minutes, the time will be 6:50. After 30 minutes, then we add 30 minutes in 6:20. 0 plus 0, that is equal to 0. 2 plus 3, that is equal to 5. And here hour is not mentioned, only 30 minutes are mentioned. So we write it as 6 hours. So the time here after 30 minutes, then 6:20. If we add 30 minutes in 6:20, the time is 6:50 am. Clear, students? This is question number 1 and question number 2 to 5. You can do yourself because these all our questions are same. Now we start exercise 6. Exercise 6. Look at the following table. Here is exercise 6 and this is the table. Table mentions that movies in hall 1, hall 2, hall 3 and hall 4. The movie's name is Pirates of the Ocean, Terminator 7 and Rush Hour 8. Pirates of the Ocean in hall 1 shows at 10 am and in hall 2 this is not shown, and in hall 3 at the time 9:30 am, and in hall 4 that shows 4 p.m. So same Terminator 7 in hall 1, 2, 3 and 4, and same for rush or aid in hall 1, 2, 3 and 4. So here is some questions. Look at this table and answer the following questions. I can write 3 questions. Question number 1. Which of the following is the earliest show of Terminator 7? Here is Terminator 7. Terminator 7, the time in hall 1, 12:40 p.m. and here 11:20 am and here 7:40 p.m. So these are in p.m. and this is 11:20 a.m. So the earliest show of Terminator 7 is at 11:20 a.m. in hall 2. The answer is earliest show of Terminator 7 is at 11:20 a.m. in hall 2. Clear, students? Here is question number 2. In hall 4, how long after periods of motion does Terminator 7 start? After periods of the motion, does Terminator 7 start in hall 4? This is hall 4 and this is the periods of the ocean time and this is Terminator 7 time. So we can find only the difference between 7:40 p.m. and 4 p.m. So the answer is, firstly we write in hall 4 periods of the motion start at 4 p.m. and in hall 4, same hall 4, Terminator 7 start at 7:40 p.m. So we can find the difference in two movies time, that is 7:40 minus 4 p.m. 7:40 p.m. minus 4 o'clock p.m. So we minus 0 that is equal to 0 and 4 minus 0 that is equal to 4. 7 minus 4 that is equal to 3. So the Terminator 7 starts after 3 hours and 40 minutes. This 3 shows the hours and 40 shows the minutes. Question number 3. Question number 3 is same as question number 2. And question number 4 is also same as question number 2. Question number 3. What is the difference in time between first and second shows of rush or aid? This is rush or aid and this is the first show and this is the second show. And we find the difference in the times. So difference that is equal to minus, we simply subtract these two times. 3:30 p.m. minus 2:15 p.m. 3:30 minus 2:15. Here is 0. 0 minus 5, that is not possible. So we carry it from 3. This is equal to 10. 10 minus 5, that is equal to 5. And 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1. 3 minus 2, that is equal to 1. So the difference is 1 hour and 15 minutes. And question number 4 and question number 5 is also same. Question number 4 is same as that question number 2. And question number 5, here is question number 5. Which is the last show at the cinema plex? So look at this table. For question number 5, look at this table. Which is the last show at cinema plex? So here is 7:40 p.m. 7:40 p.m. is the last show and this is Terminator 7. Terminator 7 is the last movie in hall 4 at 7:40 p.m. Question number 5 is done and here exercise 6 is almost done. This is exercise 7. Solve the following word problem. Question number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here is 4 word problems and I solve first problem. You can solve 2, 3 and 4 yourself. Here is question number 1. Question number 1. Jia arrived at the bus stop at 7:45 am. She was late. The bus had left 10 minutes earlier. At what time did the bus leave the stop? Here, Jia arrived at the bus stop at 7:45 am and she was late. The bus had left the stop before 10 minutes. Before 10 minutes, 7:45 am. So, solution start. Jia arrived at the bus stop at 7:45 am. The bus had left the stop before 10 minutes. Before 7:45 am. The bus leave the stop. At what time the bus leave the stop? At what time? We find this time. At what time the bus leave the stop. So, the bus leave the stop 7:45 minus 10. Why we subtract it? Because the bus leave the stop before 10 minutes. If bus leave the stop after 10 minutes, then we add it. Before 10 minutes, so we subtracted 7:45. Again, same question, same for exercise 3, exercise 4 and exercise 5. We write here hours and minutes. This is 7 hours and 45 minutes and here is only minutes are mentioned. Here is hours is not mentioned. So 45 minus 10. 5 minus 0, that is equal to 5. 4 minus 1, that is equal to 3. So 35 minutes and 7 minus 0, that is equal to 7. So the time when bus leaves the stop is 7:35 am. The bus leave the stop at 7:35 am. Here question number 1 is done and question number 2, 3, 4 and 5, 4 you can do yourself. Here is your diary. Do practice of exercise 4 to 7 of unit number 7. Here unit number 7 is done and this is your last lecture of first term. So students, this is last lecture of first term. So take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.